Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about two apps that could rival Trading 212, especially as right now Trading 212 aren't even allowing new customers. So these two apps are going to be FreeTrade and Stake. So for FreeTrade, I've had it for a couple of months but haven't really been actively trading on it. As for Stake, I just downloaded it last week. So we're going to be going off my personal opinion as well as some research I've done as well. I'm going to break this down into the same 9 categories that I did for my Trading 212 versus eToro video, so let's hop to it. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name's Lucas. We talk about finance and investing here, so if this is something you're interested, then perhaps like and subscribe. Now we get to it. Let's start with FreeTrade. FreeTrade does have a referral program, so if you signed up with the link I have in my description, you'd be able to get a free share worth between £3 and £200. And all you have to do to be able to qualify for this is to deposit £1. That's instant profit. As for Stake, they also have a referral program, but instead of a random array of shares, they only offer 3 shares. These are Nike, Dropbox, and GoPro. At the time of filming, these were worth $143, $23, and $8. However, in order to gain these shares, you have to donate a minimum of £50. That's not $50, £50. Obviously, this isn't a large amount if you plan on using this as your main investing platform, but for a beginner who just wants to dabble and find out which apps work best for them, then it is quite a lot of money to start with. However, if it is for you, then use the link in my description to get these free shares. But for this one, I'm going to give the point to FreeTrade for the lower deposit that allows you to get these free shares. Next, fees. So both platforms do offer commission-free trading, which we love to see, especially when you are trading with a small amount of money. FreeTrade has no deposit, withdrawal, or inactivity fees, which we love to see.
You're repeating yourself, you know that? You're repeating yourself.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. Dude.
However, they do have a range of account upgrades that they offer, so we'll get to that later. Stake also doesn't have a deposit fee, providing you deposit with a bank account. However, if you want to use a debit card or a credit card, you will incur a 2% charge. Stake has a 0.5% foreign exchange fee, as their whole platform is run with one currency, and that's US dollars. This fee has a minimum of $2, so if you deposit less than $400 in one go, you'll get charged $2. However, if you deposit more than $400, then you'll just get charged 0.5%. This is going to be another point to FreeTrade. For FreeTrade, you are only allowed to deposit using a UK bank account or Apple Pay up to £250. So this means if you're wanting to deposit with PayPal or Skrill, for example, you would not be able to do so. However, provided these deposits are placed between 8 AM to 8:30 PM Monday to Friday, these deposits will arrive within your account in 2 to 4 hours, the website says. However, I believe when I deposited my money, I received it in my account much quicker than that. For withdrawals, it will take the standard 3 to 5 working days for the money to get back to your account. Stake's deposit system is unlike any other brokerages I've used. Once you've filled in all your details and decided how much money you want to put in, they give you 2 options. You can have regular transfer speed, which is around 2 working days, or you can pay for an express transfer speed of 0.5% again, or a minimum of $2, which will get your money to you by the next trading session. You can use bank transfers or credit/debit cards to fund your account on Stake. For withdrawals, they do have that 0.5% or $2 minimum fee that we talked about earlier. And also, they do say that you will get your funds back if you withdraw within 2 working days, slightly quicker than FreeTrade. However, for this one, due to the fact they're trying to get you to pay to move your money, which I don't like, and how slow it is, we're going to give this point to FreeTrade. Let's start with FreeTrade. So I do have to say I am a big fan of the FreeTrade user interface. It feels very aesthetic, it feels very simple and just nice to use and easy to navigate. However, their charts, which are nice and simple to use to be fair, but are arguably to a fault. They're only a basic line chart and you can't change this to a candlestick chart, at least I found anyway. You also can't add any technical indicators or anything to it, so if you do like to use technical analysis for your investing, then this is something to note. However, for the majority of people, this might not be an issue, especially beginners, if you just use fundamental analysis to work out your investments. Stake has gone for a somewhat different aesthetic, but I still like it. It's maybe slightly less easy to navigate as FreeTrade, but on their charts, they do offer you to change it to candlesticks, which I really do like. They again don't offer technical indicators though, so something to bear in mind. An additional thing they have is quite an extensive financials section underneath the charts. So this is where you can look at a company's earnings, revenue, and all that kind of stuff. So that's really nice to have just right there underneath your chart. This one's quite tough to decide because I really do like the FreeTrade's user interface, but I do think that the chart section of stakes is a lot more useful. So for this, I think I'm going to have to call it a draw. If you think I'm wrong, then please do tell me in the comments section. This point is going to go to both. FreeTrade offer a range of instruments from the UK and US stock markets. They have over 4,000 stocks and ETFs, and you can unlock more ETFs if you upgrade your account. They also have a very nice way to search through and filter through different industries and sectors, which I do like. Stake is a bit unique, but it is one of their main selling points. They only do US stocks. But that being said, they do have millions of them. So while FreeTrade has 4,000 stocks from the UK and the US, Stake has 3,800 stocks and ETFs just from the US. So they have a lot more obscure stocks that perhaps aren't listed on FreeTrade. So if you like to look for undervalued, perhaps not very well known penny stocks for example, then this could be great for you, as there'll be ones that aren't listed on the regular exchanges. I'm going to go with Stake with this one. I think most people end up investing in US stocks anyway, and the range they have is very impressive. And I think they're planning to expand it as well. So this one goes to Stake. Both platforms offer fractional shares. FreeTrade has two types of orders. They have basic and instant orders. Instant orders are exactly what they sound like. They are instantly placed at whatever the market price is. So essentially it's just a market order with extra steps. A basic order, however, is an order you place when the market is closed and will be fulfilled at the market price at 10 AM the following trading day. Again, this is pretty much just equivalent to a pending market order. Placing buy and sell orders are pretty simple. However, FreeTrade don't allow you to place stop orders or limit orders with their basic account. You have to pay and upgrade to Plus to be able to do that. Something else to note is that once you have sold a position, you have to wait for that cash to settle before you can withdraw it. You can still trade with it, but if you want to withdraw that money, you have to wait a couple of days for that money to become settled, which can be a little bit annoying. On Stake, it's equally as simple to buy and sell. They also offer stop and limit orders, which is great. Free as it should be. Annoyingly, you can't actually do limit orders with fractional shares, so that's something to note. Now, arguably one of the most frustrating things about the whole app is that you have to wait for your cash to settle after each trade before you can then use that money to trade again. It is so frustrating. If you exit a position, then you have to wait 2 days to use that money. This is the reason why I was unable to show you a video of me buying a stock, because I would have to wait 2 days to film this. On this basis, although I really dislike FreeTrade trying to charge you for limit orders and stop orders, I dislike more having to wait 2 days in between selling a trade to be able to use that money again. So I'm going to give this point to FreeTrade. Well, this is going to be a short section. Neither app currently has a desktop version. No points. FreeTrade has a very nice looking live messaging feature. I sent them a message over 24 hours ago and still haven't received a response. I am aware that most brokerages are really busy right now because of the Reddit warriors, but this is still something to note. They also don't offer a phone helpline, so if you ever get in a pickle and you just want to talk it through with someone in real time, this isn't available unfortunately. On Trustpilot, they have a rating of 3.8, which is pretty good actually, but they seem to be really struggling at the minute with the increased volume of customer service requests. So I've seen a lot of negative reviews on Trustpilot, especially within the past couple of weeks, and I just think they're really struggling at the minute with the volume of requests they're getting. Stake customer service appears just to be an email-based response. Although I have read some things that say they're usually quite quick to respond, I again sent them a message and haven't received a response within 24 hours. I know they're probably busy, but on Trustpilot they have a rating of 2.0, which is quite frankly terrible. So there's a lot of angry people in their reviews section, so perhaps this is one to look out for. For this, it's quite an easy point to FreeTrade. For this section, we'll be looking at both platforms' upgraded accounts. So on FreeTrade, they do offer a couple of options. So first, you can pay £3 a month to have a Stocks and Shares ISA, so a tax-shielded account. Personally, I resent the idea of paying money to have access to an ISA, especially when there's other platforms which offer you this for free. But if you want to do it, don't let me stop you. Next, at $9.99 a month, they have their Pro membership, which gives you that stocks and shares ISA, and it also allows you to place limit orders and place stop losses. Imagine having to pay to place a stop loss. You also get access to a couple more ETFs you're never going to use. Absolute bargain! Finally, they do offer 3% interest on all cash within this account. At first this sounds like a pretty good deal, considering it's higher than a lot of banks at the minute. But oh wait, it's not, because they only offer this 3% interest on the first £4,000. And what is 3% of 4,000 over the course of 12 months? Oh, that's £120, which is exactly how much you were paying. So it really doesn't work out that well for you. As you can tell, I'm a huge fan of this membership. Stake's upgraded account is called Stake Black, and it already sounds cooler than FreeTrade Plus. But anyway. This costs $9 a month if you want the ability to cancel at any time, or $7.50 a month if you sign up to a 1-year contract. Now this upgrade allows you to not have to wait for your cash to settle every time you exit a trade. Now this is very cheeky of them, and I'm not really a fan. This membership also enables you to see buy and sell ratings from Wall Street analysts, something I'm pretty sure you can access for free if you just did a quick Google. It also enables you to see stock price predictions from analysts, which you can also get for free if you just Google it. Finally, you get to see the stock's full financials and data, which again, you can find for free. But I am aware it is quite handy to have it in the app or right underneath your chart there, so it does make it a little bit easier to access. So I will give them this one. Now as you can see, I think both of these account upgrades are pretty terrible and daylight robbery, so I would not advise them to anyone. But I'm gonna go with Stake for this, I do feel like at least their one offers a little bit more. Now, let's go over and summarize everything really quickly for you. Both have referral links, but for Stake you have to deposit £50 to get your free share compared to £1 on FreeTrade. Both are commission free, but Stake does charge a foreign exchange fee, which can really start to add up. Stake deposits take ages, and they try to charge you for it to take slightly less ages. Point to FreeTrade. For UI, both are pretty good, so it's a draw. Although Stake only offers US stocks, they almost have the same amount of stocks available as FreeTrade does across the UK and US, so this point goes to Stake. For trading, both are simple enough, however on Stake you have to wait for your cash to settle in between trades, which can be very annoying, so this point goes to FreeTrade. Neither platform has a web app. Both seem to have slightly rocky customer support at the minute, but Stakes appears to be much worse off. Easy point to FreeTrade here. Finally, both platforms offer pretty terrible upgrade options, but Stakes is slightly less terrible. Overall, that's 6-3 to FreeTrade, and I do think that's probably fair. They are the best option for a beginner's investment account. It's very easy to use, very easy to navigate, and you get exposure to all the well-known stocks that you might need to use. However, if you are looking for more exposure to the US markets, the vast array of options that Stake offers might just be enough for you. And in the end, you can always just get both and take the free shares. That's going to be all, guys. I hope this has been valuable. If it has, then let me know by leaving a like and a comment below. I'll see you next time.